Ever seen a shadow move across the wall out of the corner of your eye and then it's gone? Have you ever seen something peeking at you from out behind the door and then it disappears? Or something moving around in your bedroom at night when it's completely dark? These are called shadow people, and every year thousands of people encounter this entity. Now, this story comes out of Hendersonville, Tennessee. There's this man named Michael. Michael said during this period of his life, him and his girlfriend had got this apartment together. And he said this house was up against this big forest. And he said he hated driving at night down this road to get to his house because it was pretty spooky. Now, he didn't believe in anything supernatural or paranormal, but he said this one night he was coming home from work about 9 p.m. And as he drove down this road and he pulled into his driveway, he was overwhelmed with a sense of dread, like something was wrong. As he steps out of his car, he said he got this feeling like something was watching him. And as he turned around and he looked at the woods across the street, he sees this black figure move out of the forest and across the street. And he said as this thing moved across the street light started to flicker. And the light in front of his house started to flicker. So this freaked him out. He ran inside the house as fast as he could. And he said he couldn't explain it. He had no idea what he had just seen. After a couple weeks, he kind of forgot about this thing. But then he said another night he was asleep in bed. And he said his girlfriend was right next to him. Well, he wakes up about midnight. And he said he could see this black figure on the floor crawling around. And at the time, he just thought it was his dog. But, he didn't really pay attention to it. But it just kept moving back and forth around the bed, kind of crawling around. And that's when he turns over and he sees the dog is in the bed with him. So he hurry up, he turns on the light, and he jumps out of bed, and his girlfriend's like, "What's going on?" And he said there was something in the room, like this black, shadowy figure. And she's like, "You must have been dreaming, like there's nothing in here." Next couple of nights, same thing happens. He would see this black thing crawling around his bedroom, sometimes on the wall, sometimes on the ceiling. And when he would turn the light on, it would be gone. About the fourth night of experiencing this, he turns the light on, and he said for a brief second, his girlfriend had actually witnessed this thing as well. Well, he started to notice on his drives home from work, he would see this black figure following along in the woods. And he would see it outside his home. And he would see it in the hallways. And sometimes out of the corner of his eye, peeking at him from a hallway. And he said, this went on for like months. And it started to scare him because he had no idea what he was experiencing. So his girlfriend reaches out to this paranormal investigator. And he says, "I think you're seeing a shadow person." And as they sat down to talk, he realized that he may have picked this thing up when he was visiting a cemetery with a friend one night. And it must have followed him home and attached itself to him